I don't hate it. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Enjoy the video. This is the makeup look we'll be doing today. I kind of don't hate it. Here's how it looks under stark lighting. Wow. Wow. Anyway, have a good rest of your day. Excuse me, and hello and welcome back. We're going to be doing some standard just daily wear makeup today with the cute eyeshadow look at the end. So I'm going to be starting with the serum base foundation. It's quite nice. I applied a more like BB cream foundation that's like a tinted moisturizer slash sunscreen already. So now I'm just putting this on some spots I'd like to cover up and tapping it in. And you'll see why in a second, but this helps get a nice glassy like photo finish look. It's essentially another way to do glass skin without doing glass skin. Or without doing all of the skincare foundation, whatever. I don't know the word I'm looking for. Without doing all the skin prep. That's what it is. Because I like to use my normal moisturizer, which is like kind of clumping actually. So I'm going very light with the serum. That's part of why I like the serum. Is it's water-based, and like most moisturizers are, unlike being a silicone base. All right, and you can see it started to pill a little, but I didn't use more. I just used friction. And now I'm going to bring that down the neck. So dramatic. And it's a little paler than I am at the moment. I've been laying outside, a sin. Not for long, like 30 minutes a day, maybe less. And now I'm gonna use a firm brush today instead of a fluffy brush. I'm going to grab a natural looking blush. This one's like a bronzer at the same time. I'm going to grab some of that, tap the excess out, and bring it here. And rotate the brush and do the other side. I like the larger brush because you can use it at an angle and cover more space or cover a different amount of space and it get both sides evenly with the same amount of pigment. So I'm just getting all the excess off by tapping it in rather than smearing it or whatever. Now, next step, bronzer. Tap off the excess. I'm gonna do something very similar, but I'm going to rub it lightly. Going up instead of down so I don't mess up this nice little line I have going here. I'm going to lightly blend that out. Thankfully I don't have any dark spots that I covered over here or I'd be dragging the foundation. Okay. My hair needs to be brushed. Okay. And then I'm going to get the extra foundation off my lips. Perfect. Good work. Good work, team. Go team! I'm gonna grab a different brush than the one I was using, just for color reasons. And get my opaque translucent powder. About that much. Stamping it on lightly. Whew. Hold my breath for that. And so that set it all nicely. Okay. That set it all nicely without affecting the pilling under the eye, which you can only see up close. Okay, now for highlighter. I think I'm going to use a bronzer highlighter today. It's kind of nice. Let me figure out where I put it. Here it is. So this is actually from this line. It's Blushing Beauty or whatever. Putting about that much on the brush, a lot. And then kind of contouring with it a little because it's a darker tone. Going lightly since I put a lot on the blush, or on the brush. And this is just going to rosy up that bronzer I did in the cheeks. Perfect. And now I'm going to go like so along the edge of my face just to get some glow going. And blend that down the neck. My Eve's pear is activated. And now for the eyeshadow look. Well, first let's use some liquid highlighter to really finish the look. I want to look like a glazed donut. All right, liquid highlighter, take one. Tapping that in. Whoa. Whoa. That is so bright, you can't even see it on the camera. Oh, let me look in the mirror then. All right, so since the way I do my foundation has a more liquidy approach, so that allowed me to use a liquid highlighter, which they're super pigmented. Highly recommend. I highly recommend it if you like highlighter. Just gonna apply it from a few other spots. Cupid's bow, chinny chin chin. There. Glazed donut. Almost. And now for the eyeshadow. Going to grab, well, now for eyebrows. I'm tired of looking at myself in the eyebrows. Oh my gosh, I bleached my hair. It's not purple anymore. Okay. So I'm going to use brown eyeshadow and just go like so. And then I'm using the way I'm using the brush is combing the hairs. Does that make sense? So like, oh God, I messed up real bad. So I'm combing the hairs as I brush them, the eyeshadow through it. And yes, eyeshadow brows used to get bullied. No more. We're bringing them back. I like the light fluffy look. It's nice. Okay, that's pretty even, very dark. So I used too dark of a brown eyeshadow to do my eyebrows, so I'm going to smudge them a little. Scary. Going with the curve of the eyebrow while smudging. All right, that worked. They're like way lighter now. And then using that same brown eyeshadow, going to do the contouring of my eye. As you can see, the color, like the natural pigment that an eye has is kind of pretty. I know a lot of people don't like the dark eye bag look, but I kind of enjoy it. So I'm going to do something similar here. Not quite dark eye bags, but Smoky Cat Eye. Let's put it that way. Okay. Bringing this dark brown closer towards the center. And now I'm using a really small brush for this because this next step. Doing that across the lid. And blending that up. But still keeping the darkest spot like beneath your crease, your natural eyelid crease. See? Okay, just doing the other side. And making sure that you blend it to blend the shape with the shape you have going on the side. So this one I didn't do up enough, so I'm going to go up like that. And go underneath a little bit. Smoky Eye usually does the top and the bottom. I don't know if I want to do that. This looks really good with just the top. Okay. Then I'm going to keep using this really medium brown. Just kind of line my eyes. All right, that might be as smoky as the bottom gets today because the rest came out pretty nice. And then now that I've done this dark of a eyeshadow look, the rest is looking really washed out. So I'm going to grab some hot pink powder, what's it called? Blush. Here it is, by Revolution brand. Gonna dig this brush in, grab that, and then stamp it on. Just in the outer section of my face to create some more glow. And this will also help set that liquid highlight that I used really nicely. I think I just made my nose more pronounced. Wow, my nose is like so nosy. Grabbing the fluffy brush one more time and finishing with a powder highlight. Wow, so shiny. I don't know where I'm going with all this makeup on. Like, there is nowhere in my town that this is okay. Not like, I don't live in a small town, but I don't live in a big town. I have this liquid bronzer I'm going to use. I'm gonna put it here. See what happens. See what magic we can make happen. And then tap it towards my inner corner. So I wanted to try this because it's sparkly. And I wanted to see if I could do a sparkly Smoky Cat Eye. Okay, now, next step, I'm going to grab a slightly different brush. Smaller, not really. I have this palette from Ipsy. Great subscription box. I'm going to grab a darker brown with this brush and do that line gently. Okay, that wasn't so gentle. And then fix that line with my finger because my finger is still better than most brushes, at least for me. Pick up my mirror so I can do this more accurately and line this section. See? Then bring that dark up right there. So I'm using that liquid bronzer to lighten the dark color at the same time. Still lighter brown than the dark powder that I'm putting on. And doing my inner corner. Yes, you have to keep your eye open for that part. Got eyeshadow on my face. Uh-oh. Okay. Such a delicate process. You know what? Screw it. We're just going to take that darker and blend it up to there. Using that warmer color to really center it. Grab a more neutral tone. It's that color. Go like so. Blending with the darker color again. Grabbing black eyeshadow and then doing the upper line. Because a traditional smoky eye is done with only eyeshadow, to my knowledge. Nice. Okay, resumed. Now that all that fell, I'm gonna keep using that black eyeshadow. Do the outer corner, the under outer corner, blending this. Perfect. So smoky, so beautiful. Beautiful. And then using this to gently create a crease there. Tapping the eye. And I think I am going to use eyeliner. Going to use a little bit to line the bottom. Just the outer corner though, not the whole thing. See? Oh, I lied, I'm doing the whole thing, I guess. saw what it looked like without it. That looks so complete. Oh, yes. I love a good eyeshadow look. This honestly doesn't even need mascara. Like, what would you do mascara for? You're just, like, not gonna be able to see it. But we're going to do mascara anyway. This lighting is not great, but we'll get better lighting, I promise. It just doesn't capture the highlighter. Uh-oh. Got a little spot. So brushing my eyelashes down, then up. I'm going to do just a mascara video at some point. And that got the bottom lashes as much as I want to. Actually, that's not true. I'm going to do a really dark, sultry look today. All right, and then finishing up with lipstick. Now this is really a lot for, let's brush my hair a little so you can see what it'll look like with the actual look. This isn't with the clothes, but here's like how my hair is generally. Oh, that's so puffy. All right, that's better. And get the rest of the, let's put some chapstick on first. Key. Let's put some chapstick on. Okay, let me, that. And then I'm figuring out which lipstick to use. Might just use tinted lip gloss. I'm gonna use something that I've had forever. No, no, no. I'm gonna put lipstick on. Decision has been made. I have decided, and I can't find the lipstick I'm going to use. Probably fell. It did. Okay, let me go ahead and do that. And then lipstick. Breathing heavy in the background. Me. And I have some dried out brown lipstick that I'm going to use. It's actually really brown, not just black. And then I'm going to go like that. And fix that. Okay. Looking better? Okay, mirror time. And doing the top of that now. So this lipstick is almost purple. Which is part of why it blends nicely with what I'm using. Oh my. Q-tip and water time. Okay, that is so uneven. Let's fix that like smidge right there. Better. Nice. All right, this is, again, pretty decent